That's my roommate.
They can see me?
Hello everyone on the internet. Today I will be talking about why I switched from Canon to a Sony mirrorless camera. So basically, like 3-4 years ago maybe, I bought this camera, this nice Canon 70D with the flip out screen, but I pretty much only got this camera because this is the camera that Casey Neistat used, and that's the only reason why I bought it. But I mean, it's a great camera. It shoots like 1080, 24 frames a second, takes great pictures too. I think it's like 24 megapixel camera. So at the time there was nothing wrong with it. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with it now either. After a while, I needed an upgrade. This is still a great camera. I still use it sometimes, but I think after like 3 years of using this, I told myself it was time to get a better camera for video. Why I switched from Canon, well, mainly from a DSLR to a mirrorless body, is because these DSLRs, they're pretty chunky, and it was heavy. Plus a lens, I was probably carrying around like 5 pounds, so I eventually got really tired of that, and I wanted to find a lighter solution, and these mirrorless cameras are very tiny. They're super slim, and that's pretty much the whole premise around like a mirrorless camera. They're smaller, but they will still give you that nice image quality. So number 2 reason why I wanted to switch from a DSLR to a mirrorless is the video quality. And I wanted to shoot in 60 frames a second, but this Canon one only shot at 720 60 frames, which I did use for a while, but 720 is not good. So I needed 1080, like really bad. So that's what this mirrorless one brought to the table. But honestly, just even comparing the normal 24 frames 1080 on both of these, I like the look of the Sony better. But when people are comparing Sony and Canon cameras, they're always just like,
oh, everything always looks so better on Canon, the colors are better on Canon, the autofocus is better on Canon.
But after using this Sony one for like 6-8 months, I can safely say that none of those points really matter. Sony has gotten really good with their autofocus lately, so that point is also not there. Basically, the main reason why I left Canon to go to Sony is because when I was looking for a better Canon DSLR, there wasn't a lot of good cheap options. Can't afford full frame cameras that cost like $2,000. And every time I look into a new Canon camera that's sort of like the 70D, it was pretty up there in price, like $1,000, $1,500, something like that. So then I started looking around for Sony, and this Sony a6500 popped up, and it was about $900 at the time. I got it used, so yeah, $900. And trust me, like I used to be a Canon fanboy. Like it took a lot for me to switch because I really do love Canon. I love the photos, I love the images that I got from it. But in the end, I think that Sony just was better. And after using it for a while, I definitely don't regret switching. 2 things that I really love with the mirrorless camera. One, probably the biggest thing, is the electronic viewfinder. Y'all see that? Yeah, look, that's me. I'm in there somewhere. Electronic viewfinder, which pretty much is like a little screen in the little eyepiece, and it shows you exactly what your camera sees and exactly what it'll look like when you take a video or take a photo. Basically, don't disregard Sony cameras because they're really nice. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It really helps me out. And also, if you guys want me to do any more videos on anything video related, just let me know. Alright, peace out.